I'm Lexi. I'm in the US. It's been a while since I've done a US versus UK, but the other day I was in a store and I found US produced squashies. So I got on Amazon and I ordered an assortment of UK produced squashies so I could compare them. I think we will start with the US versions, of which I have two flavors, a raspberry and cream and a mixed fruit. We're going to try the mixed fruit first because there's a raspberry and milk flavor with the UK ones. In this bag, we have orange and pineapple, lemon lime, and cherry and black currant. There are very, very few American candies that come with a black currant flavor. In fact, this is only one of two that I can think of. So we've got we need one of each flavor here. Okay. Well, first, my very first thought here is the lemon lime is a very disappointing color. That's supposed to be green at the bottom, but it sure looks gray to me. We're going to try that one first because I think that will be my least favorite. There's going to be a lot of chewing in this video that I will have to cut out or fast forward through. It tastes like a basic lemon lime candy, like Sprite or something. Flavor's okay, nothing that blows my mind. The texture is somewhere between a gummy and a stale marshmallow. There's a real definite chew to it, but your teeth don't sink through it nicely. Let's do the orange and pineapple next. Not a giant fan of orange, but I do really like pineapple sweets. Unfortunately with that one, the orange is very dominant. I'm not sure I would have even guessed pineapple. But this is the cherry and black currant. That one is very good. It's not like a typical American cherry flavor, which I love, but you really can taste the black currant. I was about to say, if it hadn't been for that one, I probably would never get one of these bags of mixed fruit flavor again. But that black currant and cherry one is so good. I wish they made bags of just that. If I was with someone who would eat the other two flavors, I might consider getting another bag, but only because I only want the cherry and black currant ones. So the bag as a whole, I'm going to give them a 5. The cherry and black currant ones, if they do bags of just those get an 8. Raspberry and cream. We'll have these, and then we'll do the UK, the one that's most comparable. They're nice. The creaminess is pleasant. It's not, I don't want to say it's not a strong raspberry flavor, but it's not a punchy raspberry flavor because it's tempered by the cream. I don't like them anywhere near as well as the cherry and black currant, but the bag as a whole, and because I didn't like the lemon lime and the orange pineapple, I think I would give those a 6. I could see myself walking into a store and getting another bag if they just kind of reached out at me that day. One interesting thing about the US squashies versus the UK ones is the US ones are made by Smarties brand, and the UK ones are made by, does that say Swizzle? Swizzles. So they're not even made by the same company. In the UK, Smarties are a candy-coated chocolate, a lot like M&M's. But in the US, Smarties are a little bit more like very bland Love Hearts. they're okay. I mean, it's kind of like the bottom of the bag of the Halloween mix. Let's try, now this is raspberry and milk flavor, not exactly raspberry and cream, but that's pretty gosh darn close. The color seems a little darker, I think. Yeah, this is the UK one. The color's a little darker than the US counterpart. Not too much so, though. It's definitely different. And I actually think I like the US one better. The US one has more creaminess to it, and the raspberry in the UK one doesn't taste like raspberry to me. It tastes like blackberry. They're all right. I'm gonna say 5 just because they're not as good as the US ones, in my opinion. That's just that flavor. Texture, you know, we're gonna try the other flavors. So the other, we'll compare texture in the other flavors. The next one I've got here is a strawberry and cream. So we will see if there's a difference in the milk versus cream aspect. The US raspberry and cream ones are still creamier than the strawberry and cream UK. The strawberry flavor in the UK ones is better than the raspberry UK ones. It tastes like a much more natural, delicious strawberry. Compared to the US raspberry ones, I think I like the strawberry flavor better, but I like the US cream flavor better. Make of that as you will. I think I will give the strawberry and cream a 6, just like the US raspberry and cream. I did give those a 6, right? If I didn't, well, they're the same. And we'll just go from there. Texture. I said I was going to talk about texture. I think the US ones are a little bit chewier than the UK, but it's not a huge difference. It's not like the UK ones have this beautiful pillowy texture. There's still a definite chew, a definite bite to them. It's really close on texture. Next, we're going to save this one for last. We've got bubblegum. Don't get a lot of bubblegum flavored candy in the US. Some, but not a ton. I have a feeling this is going to be a little odd, being that it's a chewy sweet that tastes like bubblegum, but it's not gum. Yep. That is an incredibly odd experience. It tastes just like original bubble yum or double bubble. Probably more like bubble yum than double bubble, but or it tastes kind of like bazooka too. It's a very odd experience to eat something bubblegum flavored. I think I'm just gonna give that a 3. If somebody's got a bowl of them sitting there, I might take 1, but I just cannot imagine making my way through a whole bag of those. Then these, I'm gonna guess these are a limited edition for the Minions movies, or Despicable Me, or I don't know which one's the newest one that's out yet, but I do like them all. And this is banana, because of course, and blueberry. Now, if this was in the US, it would be blue raspberry. We don't get a lot of blueberry sweets either. It's always blue raspberry. And I like blueberry. So, and banana and blueberry together is a very good combination. It's an artificial banana flavor, but it's not the same artificial banana flavor that we usually use in the US. I don't know if I like it more or less. The blueberry is nice. It's not incredibly strong. It matches well with the banana. I like like those. I could eat a bag of those. I probably should have given the raspberry and creams and the strawberry and creams a little bit higher. So let's go ahead and up those to like a 6.5 and give the blueberry banana minion ones a 6. I'd probably pick up the raspberry or the strawberry first, but the blueberry is not bad and kind of interesting. Now these are the ones I have the highest hopes for. This is a rhubarb and custard. And I had one rhubarb and custard sweet, a hard candy, before I ever started the channel. Why doesn't this one want to open? And I really liked it, so I'm thinking that this has some real potential. And now I know there was at least one other flavor online that I didn't get. I think it was a cherry and lime, because this was a set. I could get all 5 flavors for one price instead of having to piece them together and pay more. So that's why I didn't end up with the cherry and lime. Is the cherry and lime your favorite? Should I have gotten that one? Do I need to get that one? Let me know down below. But for now, rhubarb and custard. I really like that custard flavor. I think I'm going to give that one a 7. That custard flavor is definitely, I was going to say it's definitely the best of the lot, but it's not. The best of the lot is still the blackcurrant. But I definitely like that custard flavor. It brings it up just a bit. So then let's do something else. The cherry and blackcurrant one, where it seems that the darker side is the blackcurrant, and the rhubarb and custard. And we're going to take my 2 favorite flavors, and are they going to stick together? They're sticking together. So this is blackcurrant and custard. My favorite 2 flavors out of all of them. The blackcurrant dominates over the custard. The custard kind of gets lost. It's delicious. It's very good. But the custard kind of gets lost. So there would have to be some balancing done if that was to be a product. But those are still my 2 favorite individual flavors of the dual flavored squashies. But that's all I've got for today. Are there more flavors of squashies out there that I don't know about? Which one is your favorite? Or if you're in the US, have you tried these? Do you want to try these? I'm going to say it's worth trying, but then I think everything is worth trying. So get a couple friends together, get a few flavors of squashies, see what happens. Make a night of it. But that's all I've got for this time. So if you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye!